All right, hello, hello. Hey everyone, so I'm going to get started here in a second. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I just want to make sure everything is working okay. Hi Kathy, hi Carrie. All right, I'm just going to give it another maybe 15 seconds and then I'm going to get started. Let people come on as I thought it might be fun to talk about all the different beads that are out there. So when I first started beading, probably back in, I think, 2012 or so, these were fairly new. At least to me they were. So they might have been out for a while, but the super duos were like a new revolutionary thing because they had the two holes. So also, if someone knows, let me know in the chat if you know when the super duos came out. But I think they came out around that time, so about 10 years ago or so. And everyone was very excited, and there's all these patterns. And then after that, there was this massive explosion of different beads, especially two-hole beads. So I thought we thought it'd be fun to play a game of Name That Bead. Hi, Carol. How's New York? Tarrytown, New York, I should say. All right, so then we have the super duos, and then recently super duos did, or not recently, I should say, it's been a while, but they created these beads, which are duets, and I only have basically the one color, but if you look over here at this bead, it's got a split down the middle, essentially, if you lay it on its side of, so one color is kind of pink and one's more of an olive green color. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not, but that's the actual color. And so here's one side of it, and if I flip it, it's pink on the other side. So does anyone have duets? Have they played around with the duets? I think they look amazing once you've actually created something. Okay, so the next two-hole bead I thought we could take a look at is this bead. So can someone tell me what this bead is? And let me get my fingers out of the way so you can see. So this is the back, that's the front. So, and this is also a two-hole bead. Yep, Carol, those are diamond duos. Yep, diamond duos, yes. So I don't have any gem duos, otherwise I'd show you for comparison sakes, but gem duos are a little bit flatter here at the top. All right, and then let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I think you'll know this bead. Here's the next bead over here. Another 2-hole bead. I feel like I'm going the wrong direction here. Is that a little bit closer? Move these out of the way. Yep, Kathy got it. Tila beads. Okay, so here's a tricky one, or one you may not have seen before. Have you seen these guys? So these are actually a flat diamond. The flat diamond duo, because they are a 2-hole bead. So they've got these little, they do have 2 holes, but they are very flat. And as you can see, if I hold it, it's, I lost my needle. I had a needle there. So, yep, these are called flat diamond duos, and I've barely seen any patterns working with these guys. Okay, so yes, Laura, that's correct. It's about the thickness of a quarter Tila. It might actually be thinner than that even. More like a quad bead. So I think it might actually even be thinner than the half Tila, or you could be right. All right, you may have seen patterns with these. These were pretty popular. I saw a lot of patterns on Etsy using those. And oftentimes they are paired with these guys. So any guesses to this bead? And then I don't know if that helps and gives you a clue. That's right, Deshaun. Minos and arcos. That is correct. So these are the Minos beads, and these are the arcos beads. And these are actually a 3-hole bead. If you look over here, can you see the 3 holes there? And the arcos beads looks like a little tube that's got a hole in it. I often see patterns, a lot of patterns on Etsy. I don't think I've seen very many patterns with these on YouTube. Oh, too small. Uh-oh. Huh. Let's see if I can get a little closer, maybe. Sorry, hope I'm not making anybody nauseous there. But how's that? Okay, so, all right, does anybody recognize these guys here? And then, so these have sort of they're rounded on one side, and then they have like the V triangular shape versus these guys. So what are those? Yep, Laura, that's right. The ones at the top are the pie duos. These guys are the pie duos. They look like little wedges, pie wedges. So pie duos, and these are actually tangos. So they have a hole that's going this way. You can see where the needle is going, and if I can find my other needle here. Oh, there it is. They have a hole going this way. So they actually work at a right angle with the way the holes are. Yeah, I don't think I've seen too many patterns with the tangos. They're a little bit tricky to work with too, but they kind of make, if you put them together, I guess they turn into a little square. You kind of turn them into a square like that, put them together. All right, here's the next bead. What are these? I know, Carol, there's so many different shapes, it's hard to keep up. I can't believe the collection of beads that I've accumulated. Yep, Carol, you got it. They're the short Megatomas. Yep. I don't have any drops. They're supposed to be similar. They don't have quite, I think the drops are I think Toho? I can't remember which company makes the drops, the little drops, but they don't have quite as big a hole. Oh, hi, Patricia. Hi, Ellen. We're doing a little game of name this bead. Okay. All right. Anyone know what these are? I'm moving them over. So definitely a two-hole bead. No, not peanut beads. They are, yep, Jay Sean, you're right, infinity beads. They're actually mini infinities, so they're a little bit smaller. know, Carrie, and I feel like I don't even have some of the more, all these, there's a whole bunch of new beads that are out right now that I haven't even purchased yet. I see patterns for them on Etsy all the time, but I don't have them. Okay, this one I'm sure you'll recognize. You may have seen these. And I need to move everything over. So also a 2-hole bead, another one. I feel like we're swimming in different types of 2-hole beads. That's right, Laura, storm duos, that's what those are. And I'm just trying to clear off the bead mat here and remove some of the beads. Put them back, put some new ones on. All right. Come on out. All right. Anyone know what those are? Oh yeah, Potomac Beads did that. Yeah, that's a really neat tutorial. The pendant. So Laura Miller is saying she's seen a pendant done with the storm duos that look like a radiating sun. Yes. Yep, those are O beads. That's correct, Kathy. And then here's another bead to compare those with. Anyone recognize those? Another color. Hello, Winifred. Okay, I don't know if you, oops, can you see those? Yeah, I definitely work with the super duos the most. I'm sure you'll see I have a ton of patterns with super duos. Those are my go-tos. So these over here, the first one over here are the O beads. Then these guys are actually demi rounds. They are made by Toho, and I've got these in these kind of a translucent red and a translucent turquoise color here. Yep, demi rounds, you got it. Okay, and then here's one that you may not have seen. This one's a fairly newer bead. Let's shift these down. Yep, Laura, you are right. It is called the Czech daisy, is what it's called. So, yep, it looks like a daisy flower, and so hence the name Czech daisy. All right, I just mixed up my two colors here, so I will sort that out later. With the demi rounds. Okay, these guys, what are those? This is a 2-hole bead, but it's got it's domed on one side and flat on the other. Yep, Jean, these are cabs, or cabochons. I guess I've also seen that. Laura, they're very similar to the candy beads. I think this one, I think they might be made from two different companies. So candy beads might be a similar bead. Oftentimes, a different bead company makes something very close. It was kind of like when the super duos and the twin beads were out. I think that there's no more twin beads. I hardly ever see them. Now they're all super duos. So I think the cabs and the candies are something similar. So these are a 2-hole rectangular bead, and they are supposed to be very similar to the half Tila, but they are not half Tila. Oh yeah, I totally agree with you, Laura. These would look great with a pearl. I think these are a 5mm bead, if I remember correctly. That's right, Kathy. Those are bricks or 2-hole, right after 2-hole bars. I forget what the 2-hole bars look like, but yeah, those are bricks. All right. Jean, I would agree. They could be used like super duos. Be used like half Tilas, or half Tilas. And yep, these are dragon scale beads. Yeah, I'm still trying to come up with a tutorial for that one. I really like the way they look. They're a challenge to work with because of the direction of the hole. All right. Yeah, Jean, that would be one way to work with them is to sew up through the hole and then a seed bead to hold them in place. Just so then you can really sort of see the color because it's such a pretty color. But if you had them sideways, you can really see the colors. Actually, these are Laura. These are actually Eva beads. Eva beads, I think, are a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell scale here because but here's my little bag, and they are. I hope that doesn't look backwards, but it's EVA. There's also another bead company that makes something similar. They're called Chevron. So, kite, dragons. Sorry, here's the, so as I was trying to show you, so here's the Ava beads, which are quite a bit bigger, and then they made a smaller version of the Ava bead and call it the Eva bead with an E. So you can see they're a little bit, just to show you a size comparison. And then these ones over here, let me move the dragon scales out of the way. These over here are prong beads. So if you remember, I don't think I have any crescent beads, but they look like a crescent bead was taken and cut in half. Oh yeah, I know. They're confusing, Laura. There's, with the number of bead types out there. Definitely. Very confusing. And the only reason I know it's because I happen to have both. So, but I don't know if you can, when I have it put together, does that make you think of crescent beads? Because that's what they look like to me. Like someone decided that crescent beads were, I keep waiting for the crescent. Got you half a crescent, Kathy? Yeah, the prong beads have, I don't think they've been very popular. Okay, I tried to do another search to see if I had any crescents somewhere. I did do, oh, here we go. I have a tutorial. I have a bracelet. Yeah, I did this bracelet a while back using the crescents. There we go. You can see it a little better. So there's the little crescent beads. You can kind of see it better on the sides. Yeah, Jay Sean, the prong beads, I think I've seen them in a couple of videos. I think Potomac Beads highlighted them at one point, but I haven't really seen them used very much. I think I have a ring tutorial on those from a few years ago. All right, so anyone know what these beads are over here? They do look like claws, I agree. We'll probably use these together and put them on top like that. So something like that, and create a design using the two together. Maybe some type of flower. Oh, yep, Laura, those are petal beads. You are right. All right, let's shift those down and get these next group out. I have done a few tutorials with these beads, so I think you'll know these beads. These are actually, they are silky. And let's see, this is, yep, 2-hole bead. They're kind of a big bead. But that's a silky. So these are petals, these are silkies, prongs over here. Yeah, and also Laura's right. The silky bead looks to be about the size of the Tila bead, but a different orientation. Yeah, and they're thicker. They're pretty thick, chunky beads. So if you turn them on the side, you can see that's a compared to them. But yeah, they're a square bead, slightly bigger. And then what are these guys here? So these over here are pip beads. They should be fun to. They kind of look like little petals, also, or they could be like a drop. And then here's one last other bead. We've got a couple of those here. They're actually ingo, I-N-G-O-T, ingo beads. They're pretty big. They're basically kind of like a cube bead, but it's like two cube beads together. It's like a rectangle, of course. Oh, yep, that's true, Laura. I hadn't thought about it that way, but you're right. And these up there are the tubulettes. Someone mentioned tubulette beads, Laura. Paisleys. I do not have two-hole paisleys. Oh, wait, no, I lied. I do have them. Here they are. Oh, they're not on camera, though. Oops, sorry. I'll move all this out of the way here. So there's the ingo. These are the tubulettes. And then those are the two-hole paisleys. Yes, the paisleys are two-hole. They are very similar to the Zoladuals. Yeah. I don't have the Zoladuals. That's what I don't have. So I do have the paisleys. The paisleys don't have an orientation versus the Zoladuals are either right or left because they're more dome shaped on one side. Yes. Yes, Kathy, you've got it. Tubulettes. Yes, these are the tubulettes. That's what those are. Ingos. I think I'm down to my last couple here. Let's see what I just had up. Jay Sean, which one have you never seen? The tubulettes? Yes, The Zilla duals are left and right. So anyone know what these are? Although I think you can guess. Yep, Carol, those are spikes. You got it. How about these? Yeah, that's true, Laura. That is true. Between all of those companies, we do get a lot of different beads constantly. So these are the quad bow beads. So they actually have 4 holes in them. And this one is a Cali. That's correct. But, oh, there we go. Carol, you're so right. So many beads and so little time. I think it's hard to keep up even as someone. I like to buy beads all the time, and my collection is pretty decent, but even I can't keep up. Okay, so I am basically done. I don't think I have any other beads. I don't think. I probably do, but they might be buried somewhere. So let me know what's your favorite bead. It doesn't have to be any of the ones I just showed you, but what do you like to work with the most? I think, I tend to work with super duos a lot, and I like working with pearls just because I like the way they look. Although these are fun to work with, these paisley duos. Iris duos, okay. I have not worked a great deal with iris duos. I think I have like one pattern that I've done with iris duos or a tutorial on the channel. All right, well, thanks for staying up with me and watching. I hope you didn't mind that I didn't do a tutorial this time, but I thought it'd be fun to look at all the different bead shapes that are out there. And I will have a new tutorial for you on Friday. So just to let you know, I usually put out a new tutorial on Mondays, Fridays, and I'm doing these lives on Tuesday evenings. So hopefully come back next week. I will do a tutorial. And have a good night, everyone. Thanks, Carol. Have a good night. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Laura. Thanks for being here.